Alright, my stream's up.
Nice.
Alright. I'm just gonna stream this and then I'll probably just upload the VOD after to like YouTube or something.
Yeah, yeah. And
Um,
then just edit the title later or
yeah.
come up with an
Yeah, I'll do something after.
unnamed podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any topics you want to talk about? You want to start off? Maybe
Um,
introduce
I want to say,
ourselves?
yeah, I just want to say thanks for having me on, man. You're like my favorite streamer. I watch you play that porn simulator game all day. It's my favorite. My
Appreciate it, buddy.
favorite. Yeah, man, no problem.
Okay, if you guys don't know, I'm Contra, aka Tyler. This is my buddy Arlo here. We're deciding to start up a little podcast here, just talk about some stuff. You know, some
Yeah,
of the stuff we might talk about might bring up some controversy or, some discussions,
yeah.
so
Yeah, my
fair
my wife
warning.
might leave me for being on this podcast, not because of things we say, but because I'm doing it with him. I'm joking.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Alright, buddy.
What's up?
What's a I know you have some stuff you want to talk about here.
Oh man, your podcast. You go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna start this off a little bold.
So spicy?
Yeah, a little bold here, a little bold.
What's so bold?
What is your opinion on how women dress?
They can wear whatever they want. Try not to get canceled. I really don't care. They can wear what they want. The skimpier, the better, I guess. One thing I don't like that females wear
What's that?
is the fucking tube sock looking fucking pants. They're like skirts and they're just like a singular tube.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And they're like jeans and they like go over and they're
Yeah.
like they look so dumb.
See, I have
Love
a
a
little bit
picture of
more.
them.
I have a little bit more of a take
What's your
on
take?
this topic.
Hmm.
I do strongly agree that with what you said about um, girls being able to wear whatever they want. However, I do think it is important for there to be boundaries, especially in like relationships. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for instance, like I'm all for a woman wanting to dress confident, but I think there's definitely a line between
Lag?
what's that?
Nothing. There's a little lag. Keep
Oh,
going.
okay. I think there's a difference between a girl wanting to dress confident and then being dressing in a little bit more of
You're like a hub.
a yeah, I wasn't gonna put it that way, but in a little bit more of like a disrespectful way. Like definitely, like man, like obviously, like you should definitely be able to dress however you want and however you feel like makes you feel more confident. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day,
But I
I
mean,
think
hey,
there's things, right?
if we dress how some people dress, man, it'd be fucking backlash in the streets, man.
There would
They
be.
they do not want to see you in a fucking tube sock, fucking laundromat, fucking I don't even know, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey man, I like fashion,
You are the fashion fashion figure,
but like for like you know what I mean though. Like what
Yeah,
I'm talking about though with the
I
the
agree.
whole boundary thing.
Yeah,
Like
like I expect my girlfriend not to go outside wearing a fucking grocery bag and that's it. Yeah, for sure.
I don't give a fuck if you like leggings and fucking skirts and all
Yeah,
that. Like, but I just
I like
think,
some skirts.
but I think, for instance, like girls going out to clubs and just in general, like when they go out, sometimes it's like, is that really making you feel confident in
Empowered.
yourself, or are you
And no, it's for other people.
trying to wear it for other people? Yeah, exactly. And I've actually in past relationships had this like discussion, but I never, it's hard to have that
Never, yeah.
conversation in a relationship
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
for sure.
I've never had to have that conversation, thankfully.
Well, here's the one example. I'm not going to mention any names, but obviously, for instance, one of my previous relationships, um, my ex girlfriend wanted to go to what Veld is, right?
Yeah, 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 the
She
music
wanted it's like
festival.
a yeah the huge like festival, and she's like, yeah, like I want to go with a bunch of friends, stay there for a few days, blah blah blah, going on about that. Sure, babe, that's fine.
Mm.
She goes, um, yeah, I'm ordering some outfits. I said, cool. Is it like a matchy
Go ahead.
outfit, like matchy kind of outfit that you're gonna wear with like your friends or whatnot?
Mhm.
And she's like, well, I'll just show you. And when she showed me, it was pretty much like lingerie, like
Yeah, like underwear.
like
And
pretty
she's
much
going
just
out.
like wearing a thong, pretty much with like
Mhm.
it was like one of those like see-through bras, but with like the X like tape kind of thing over the like the nips.
Okay. That is crazy. It's just like tape over
Yeah,
the net.
yeah, like but then like she does bring up like she did bring up a fairly good point. It's like what's the difference of me going to the beach?
Yeah, that's true. It's true. But I mean, the reason why you don't wear that much clothes at the beach is because you're getting a tan, right? You're showing off your skin to kind of, some people want to get
Yeah,
tan, some people go there to be whatever, right? I mean, you can make the same argument for music festivals. People just go there to be whatever.
but
Beach word.
here's another one of my points I brought up, and not many people may agree with this, but I said there's a bit of a difference because you're going to a festival, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna be
People are gonna be fucked up.
drinking.
Yeah.
You're a more like a way larger amount than you would at a beach. Obviously, people have fucking drinks at a beach. There's gonna be drugs involved. You never know if that person can get drugged.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like going to the
Then
beach is
you got those guys that have that mindset.
yeah, they're at a music concert. It means I could rape you in public.
Yeah, you got people have that mindset where it's kind of like some men.
Yeah, just
I'm
goes out
not
the
speaking
window.
for all men, but there are some
Yeah,
pretty nasty ones out
there's a
there
lot of
where
weirdos out there.
they'll look at that as like, oh, well, if you're wearing that,
It's an
you
entrance,
want
yeah.
it, yeah. And I definitely don't agree with
Especially
that,
when you're
but
not there.
that's how, yeah, exactly, and that's definitely not okay.
If you're not there, that's a huge red flag. But if you're there, man, my girlfriend could be wearing whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah, I mean that also is a big factor too, is whether you are there or not. But yeah, I think there's certain like that ties in, right?
Hmm.
Like, but then again, like it's kind of harder to have that discussion with. It's a very awkward conversation to have with people, right?
Yeah,
With
because
like
you're kind
another
of like
woman because
not
they
forcing,
don't
but
really
yeah,
have to like they don't have to worry about that really with guys, right?
yeah. I
Like
mean, if you're like fucking Bradley Cooper, Brad Pitt, like holy fuck, I'd be worried. These kids are hot.
but but I mean like what's the worst thing like a guy can realistically do like kind of have like an
That I could
unbuttoned
wear.
shirt or like shirtless?
Um, Definitely shirtless, probably. I bet you a lot of guys at the concerts are showing their six packs. I got the young dad bod, so I'm not showing anything off.
Yeah,
But yeah, you know what I mean.
I'm with you on that one too, buddy. I don't got nothing to show right now.
I mean, but think about it. You got a dad bod. You take off your shirt. You're confident, dude.
That is another
Girls love
thing.
that.
Dude,
Girls love that.
that is a
I don't give
big
a
thing,
fuck how I
man.
look. I'm a fat dad. I like fucking Big Macs.
Dude, that's a big thing though, man. Girls love confidence.
I know
They
you could literally
love
be the
confidence.
fattest, ugliest, dumbest dude. Got that confidence? Holy fuck! It makes their brain fucking the way they're wired. They flicker, you know?
Mhm. And especially humor. If you have a good sense of
Yeah.
humor and you can make a girl laugh,
Mhm.
that's another big thing, man. You can yeah, I've seen
What?
some
What?
pretty questionable things, man, but
Mhm.
you know, hey, man, if confidence goes a long way, same with a good sense of humor,
For sure.
communication as well, obviously.
That's major key.
Communication, yeah, and that's a very hard thing for people to grasp around and work on in this fucking generation. Because one thing is that people tend to look at criticism as more of like an insult or like an attack.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta be very 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 picky with your words and how you approach things now
yeah.
because
Or you just
they
don't
can.
give a fuck like me.
That is true. But I'm a
Yeah, I
very
definitely agree. It's a crazy time we live in.
100%, 100%. There's a lot of you know there's a lot of things,
Crazy
man.
stuff.
Um, like when it comes down to communication, man. Like like I said, you got to be very very picky with what you're saying.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, man, like if like you're in a relationship with someone for a reason, and that's to grow with them and work towards a bigger goal, right? Like you shouldn't be in a relationship with someone if you don't have like intentions of growing and having a future with that person.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
Maybe
kind
at
of
the
the whole point,
beginning you
right?
don't think about having a future with that person, but obviously that's the reason, right? I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
there are definitely a lot of people that get in the relationships not for that reason, but obviously, those tend to end pretty quickly.
Mhm.
But here now, I'm gonna bring up a question that I was actually asked the other day.
Hmm. What's the
What?
question?
Who do you think? Who do you think it's harder for to get cheated on, a man or a woman?
I'd say without a doubt, easier for a guy to get cheated on. Do you know how easy it is for girls to get dick? Kind of the other way around. I mean, probably. I feel like female. I don't know. I don't want to expose, but I feel like the percentage is probably around 50-50 people of genders that do cheat. It's like, you know what I mean? 50% girl, 50% guy. Like it's pretty similar. It's not like really one-sided like fucking Horde and Alliance. But
But who do you think it hurts more? Who do you think it's worse for, a man or a woman? Because I
um
know what I'm gonna say.
who it hurts worse for. I don't know. I feel like that's personal. That's
I
depends what
think
happens,
it's
right?
here's
'Cause
here's my view on it, and I've seen it happen a lot of times, and I know some people are not gonna like this, but
it depends on the person. I don't think it's like a
gender thing.
a gender thing. Yeah, like it depends on the person and what kind of happens. It's subjective, whatever.
See. I have a little bit of a different outlook on it.
Yeah,
Um, like you said, it is definitely easier for a woman
to cheat on a
because
guy.
guys don't exactly have all the options in the world because
Yeah, I
unless
mean,
you're
girls
Brad
aren't
Pitt
as
or
scandalous as
Leonardo.
guys.
But
Yeah, or me or whatever. You know.
here is okay. Okay, so we're back.
Cool.
So for men, when it comes to cheating, it kind of just happens. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times this happens because with women, I feel like with women when they're in a relationship and they cheat, they already
Not
know.
sponsored.
They already know who their next person is gonna be
Mhm.
while they're with
What
that
What do you mean that?
person.
You think so? I feel like the s- the scandalous girls are like that. Or did you say girls or like in general?
I see. I think
Like they have
it's
someone
a
lined
big
up?
it's a yeah like it's a big thing, right? Because like you
Yeah.
never like
I mean,
it
it's
ties
definitely easier to make a rebound as a girl, right?
yeah, it ties in
Unless you're
with the
Brad
whole
Pitt,
thing of girls being able to, kind of get those needs when they want. But
for
I think
sure.
with a lot of times of cheating with women, there's a lot of cases where they know who it's gonna be, or they're a lot of times they'll be
Yeah, well, if
even
they're gonna
talking
cheat,
to
yeah.
this person, and they'll make it seem like they're gonna be their next person. But with guys, it's kind of just like
Yeah, they
it
don't
just
think like that. They're
happens.
not like,
It just
and I don't want to say
happens.
the word malicious, but like, yeah.
Well, they'll do it with no intent of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
even leading that person on, or
Yeah, it
even
hurts their
doing it
feelings,
right.
yeah.
Like
Well, there's a big difference because there's people that actually cheat on people, the guys that are just stupid that think they're in a relationship, right?
that is true. That's another thing.
So, it depends what you're talking about.
I
But
was
yeah.
just kind of getting into like the difference between, obviously, unless like a girl's like drunk, right? Then it's kind of just like they do it,
Mhm.
right? Like the
Yeah,
like
because they're
a
drunk.
guy and a girl, that's like without I'm talking about without like alcohol in this situation, right? Like obviously if alcohol is involved, they don't fucking think about who the next person is or whatever. They just
Mhm.
it's just
Could just
there.
happen if
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just there if they're feeling horny or whatever. But I think that does play a huge role into like that like just for a guy to think about that, like that's crazy. Like I like me, I've been in a situation where I've been cheated on, and it turns out it was like the girl already knew.
She had it
This
lined
happened
up.
like yeah, this happened with like two or three different people where it's like they knew who they were even gonna be doing this with, and then
Were
it
those
turns
girls
out
all off Tinder though? That's the question. You
no,
gotta know. You gotta put the statistics behind it, you know?
no.
I feel like if you meet a girl at a grocery store and it's like a nice, quiet girl and you hit it off, I don't think it'll be like that when you go on Tinder and it's like the vacuum cleaner, Megathought 3000 fucking standard edition. Like,
I've actually never dated a girl off Tinder. Never. I've actually never dated a girl off Tinder. A lot of times I don't like Tinder.
yeah. I mean,
I
we
don't
know
like
some
Tinder
people that are,
because
big Tinder, advocates.
yeah. Well, no,
You know.
I was at the beginning of college for sure. I did try and use Tinder, but that's because I had a lot of bad experience, and I was like, you know what? I'm finally getting my confidence back. I want to put myself back out there and maybe see something. But the issue with Tinder and people's outlook on Tinder is that there's the people that obviously want to go in there and hook up, and then there's the people that you'll match with, and they're like, I'm looking for a
For
relationship,
fucking this standard, yeah.
and it's like I
Be
hate
like
I hate that sentence right there. Looking for a relationship. You shouldn't be looking for a relationship, in my opinion. I don't think that's right, because if you look for a relationship, that probably means you're just going to be settling for less. At the end of the day, you're just going to settle for
you know what I
less.
mean? Like it has to kind of come and find you.
Exactly. That's always how I've looked at things. Have I shooten like my shot with a girl before and it end up kicking off for sure? But I wasn't when I was shooting a shot. My intention wasn't to be like, oh, we're gonna be dating in a few days. No, it's just because like, hey,
You just like it and you hit it off, you know.
I thought you were beautiful, and you know, maybe we can hang out, be friends, see how it goes from there. I don't like I don't like I said, I don't like the whole looking for a relationship
Mhm.
because then
Yeah,
that
I agree
ties
with that
in.
mindset. It's the best when you're not looking for it, right? You know what I mean?
Well, another thing
Because you're
is too.
expecting for it, you know what I mean? It doesn't work out.
Uh huh.
when you're looking for something that doesn't work out. It's best when you just kind of find it, you know.
And a lot of people that look for relationships are either they come straight out of a relationship and they're just looking for the things they're missing, the things they missed from their past relationship. Two,
Mhm.
they're just really desperate and probably, I don't know the statistics obviously, but a lot of times they're probably talking to a lot of different people.
Yeah, and
Pro-
they're trying to, you know what I mean,
it's kind of
like
like The
step
Bachelor.
up their qualities. Not their
Yeah.
quality, their numbers are higher than quality.
So they're probably just looking, oh, I got, you know, 10 to 15 guys to look at here that are options.
Yeah.
And they're going into that conversation, or 10 to 15 girls here that are options that I'm just kind of going into this conversation to look for a relationship. Maybe they're a relationship quality, but
Mhm.
how often does that actually work out in someone's favor? Yeah, you get the relationship, but how long does it last, and how well do you actually get to know that person in that process? Because I feel like you should be
Probably
able to,
1 out of 20 odds.
yeah,
Pretty shit odds.
I feel like you should be able to get to know that person before even trying to get into something like that.
Mhm.
Um, Kiefer, what's going on, buddy?
Going on, Kiefer.
Um,
You can change the topic if you want. You don't want it to always be about want it to whole podcast to be about relationships, or you could, go on
oh,
another
I don't even care what we
whatever you
talk
want.
about, man. It's
Yeah,
just
I
you
talk
just
about
kind of
fucking
let
anything.
the
Yeah, we just talk
conversation
a
flow.
combo.
Yeah,
It's like our late night Discord combos. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Ask Kiefer will be a good name for the podcast
He
because we don't
actually just
have
left the
right now.
chat.
He- One person watching fucking leaves immediately.
Yeah. Um,
Feels too real, man.
see now, how do you? What is your view on
Mhm.
like social media? How do you feel about social
Um,
media and how it's affecting people?
it's pretty trash. I just opened your stream and I noticed that your fucking thing's completely flipped.
What do you mean?
Then Discord.
What do you mean?
Like you go in Discord and it's normal and on stream it's inverted.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's like I'm looking one way and then I'm looking the other way. Whatever, I don't care. You notice that compared to your
Oh,
Discord?
yeah, 'cause I have my camera inverted.
You should change that.
I like it this way.
Alright.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so like social media.
Oh, it's absolutely utter garbage. The less time you can stay off that shit, the better you'll be for everything. Unless you use it as like a tool like I do, but other than that, it's not that good.
But not a lot of people use it as a tool. That's the crazy thing. Like a lot of people,
Yeah,
what's weird, what I find really weird about social media is people kind of just use it to compare
fuck around.
themselves.
Yeah, and shit
There's a
like
lot of
that.
comparisons that go around, and most of the time you're kind of just you're posting stuff, but you don't really know what like anything about that person. You just kind of see like the highlights, and that's the shitty
You
part about
you just saying what
social
you want.
media.
They want you to see.
Exactly, and it ends up turning into a competition where you're seeing all these people post all their highlights of their life, right?
Hmm.
But then what do you have to show? You don't know what
Yeah,
they're
it
you
makes
don't know if
everybody
it's
feel.
like you don't know if that's like their highlights or anything. You don't know what goes on beyond the scenes, right? But
Hmm.
you're in this mindset where it feels like you're comparing your life to like a highlight reel.
For sure, it makes you feel shittier.
And then you got the small portion of positive, like the positivity side, like the positive
Hmm.
side of social media, And then you got the negative part, man, which is a pretty large scale, which is
I
weird
agree,
because
man. It is. I think the negative outweighs the positive by 10. Like the
oh,
negative
dude,
shit is
it's crazy. It's at least like a 10-to-1 ratio.
yeah, it's like the
Easily.
news, because nobody
Easily.
wants to see positive stuff, you know.
Well, everyone rather they rather shit on you.
Shit on you, yeah.
Yeah, than
Shit on
see you
people in
succeed.
general, yeah.
People don't want to see that because it could be a multiple different reasons. It could be someone just sitting behind a screen just wanting to get a laugh for someone or people, and then you got the people that actually are jealous.
Mhm.
It's fucked up, man. It actually is fucked up if you think about it. Like
I agree, man.
people don't want to see that. But like,
People want to see you win, man. Exactly.
and then people
Literally.
get, and you got those people that are obsessed of how many likes they get, and it's like, why? I don't understand. Like, social media has turned into like a huge source of validation.
Yeah.
Why
I
is it
mean,
why is it about validation? Like, you should be able to just go on there and post whatever the hell you want, not give a shit. Which it's awesome that there are people out there that do that, but there's some people that,
oh,
they
dude,
need
I feel like
validation.
people like that are very hard to come by.
Like, for me, for instance, man, I
Yeah,
used to
me.
give a shit. I used to give such a big shit, bro. Like, when I was in high school,
Yeah.
going from
You're in a different ecosystem in high school though now.
oh yeah,
Kind of in
100%.
the whole world opens up.
Like,
You do whatever you want.
I wasn't the best looking guy or anything like that. I wasn't popular, but high school came around and I was like that floater in high school, right? Where I kind of
Mhm.
was like in 4 or 5 different groups.
For
Played
sure. That's
sports,
high school, man.
I was an honor student, blah blah blah. And
An honor student. Wait, what? I
yeah,
didn't know this.
yeah, I was an
The
honor
fuck is it?
student.
What does an honor student mean? Fucking honorably retarded? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, man, I had 4 gym classes,
Oh yeah, so I mean, you just show up and you get a 4.0.
pretty
So
much.
yeah.
Hey,
But
man.
okay, fuck yeah, good for you.
Yeah, man. I had
I know
like
what you mean. Yeah,
the only class I had was like English and law.
yeah. But
So
the
I
thing
mean,
about high school is high school doesn't let you be you. You know what I mean?
oh,
You
you
care
have
what
to
people
be.
think.
Yeah, you can't be yourself because if you be yourself, you're looked at different, right? Especially in this
Yeah.
town, bro. The town, like the
Oh, the
area we
smallest
live in,
town ever.
like my high school, man, was so toxic, bro. Like, if you had any other like mindset or anything like that, you were just looked down on, like
For sure.
like a loser. But that was one thing in high school, man. Once I started talking to more people, and I wouldn't say I was like a popular person, but I was fairly known, right?
Yeah, you knew a couple people. Yeah, I had a couple buddies. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would go on Instagram and like post a picture, and it was really bad at one point, man. It was really bad. Like, I would actually go on Instagram and I would upload a picture, and if it didn't get like a certain amount of likes, I would delete that picture and post it the next day. Like, I was in a bad mindset. Like, I needed like validation from everybody. Like, did this person see this, or you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
it fucked with my mental health for a bit, bro. Like, I needed like this people to like,
To like you. Yeah.
yeah.
You need the. You know what I mean? It's like people making like videos, right? And you always gotta overdo it, right? Every
Mhm.
time it's gotta be better. You gotta top your best. Keep going up and up. Top. Come better and better. And I was the same for a little bit,
Oh,
but I
100%.
just kind of got tired with the Instagram stuff. I haven't used Instagram in fucking 5 years, but
Well, yeah, you're a really good example too, right?
I just didn't give a fuck.
You stopped giving a fuck. And that was
Yeah, I
one
didn't.
thing I had to learn the hard way, man. I just stopped giving a fuck, and I just don't care. And that's one of the
Yeah.
like the best things you have to learn is once you
Probably
stop giving a fuck, man, everything is so much easier, man. So much
Yep,
easier.
for
Like, I
sure.
don't
I
give a
stopped
fuck.
giving a fuck in like half of grade 10, grade 11, which was fucking 5 years ago,
Yeah,
but
yeah. For me, it probably took to like grade 12 for me. Probably grade 12.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, probably early grade 12. I stopped giving a fuck, and then that's when I first experienced it, bro. Like when I stopped giving a fuck, and then that's when the people started, coming around. They're
Liking you
like,
for you. Yeah.
no, not even that. Well, I mean, yeah, you had the people that liked you for you, but then you had the people that tried pushing buttons too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then you look at them and you're
Well,
like,
there's also you
really?
got to deal with the people that are still like trying to put on the show, right?
Oh, of course.
Still,
There's always that huge crowd, right?
yeah. And
One
they're still
person.
acting like that to this day for whatever
Oh,
reason.
but it shows.
Yeah, but it's pretty sad. I don't know.
It shows. It definitely shows where they're at today.
Couldn't be me. I do whatever the fuck one I want.
It's a
I do
mindset you
what I
gotta
want
have.
to do.
It's a
Yeah.
mindset you gotta have, my friend.
Take a
You gotta
shit
do
where I
whatever
want to
you
take a
want.
shit.
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah,
To an
no, no.
extent,
I
you
mean,
know.
I know what you mean. I'm just playing. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, just that is one really important piece of advice I like to give everyone is
Yeah.
don't have
Give a fuck.
yeah,
Especially when you're doing like stuff like this, like just be yourself. Don't
yeah,
copy people or whatever.
of
I mean,
course.
I'm sure the podcast idea has been ripped to shreds a fucking trillion times, but
Well, that's
I
why
don't
I'm
give a
not
fuck.
looking up. That's why I'm not looking up any topics or anything. I'm just talking.
Yeah. That's why
Like I
I'm
don't
playing
give a fuck.
fucking WoW right now. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm playing
exactly. Just be
WoW.
yourself. I'm just
Hmm.
chilling. I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at my glasses. My glasses are
Yeah.
fucking shiny. I'm looking at you and your ape
Itching
in the
your beard.
background. Yeah, I'm itching my beard. Looking at my
My son.
PS5 box in the background. I'm not giving a
They
shit.
going the right way. I'm going.
Yeah,
Gotta go this way.
I'm just chilling, man.
Hell yeah.
But
It's my little gorilla.
yeah, once you
So his
once you get
fucking
over
MacBook.
once you get over like fear is one of the biggest things, man. You can if you have control of fear, man, that's a big thing. Like fear of validation.
Yeah.
That is one thing. Once you stop giving a fuck what people think, bro, you have so much power.
Mhm.
Like I don't give a fuck. Like you know the situation I'm going through right now, where I recently broke up with my girlfriend,
Mhm.
and it was for some reasons, that
For the better though. It's always gotta be for the better.
yeah it was for some reasons that kind of added up, and it, whatever. I'm not gonna get too much into that, but
Mhm.
it was mainly to kind of just like work on ourselves. But um, after having relationships in the past, you you got to come to an understanding that it is so important that when you are in a situation like that, when you break up with someone, that you can't work on yourself for that person. You have to just work on yourself
Move on.
for you, man. You
Yeah.
just got to work on you. You just got to do your thing. Do I still text
Sure.
her here and there? Of course. I want to make sure she's doing good. Are we gonna
And
get
for the
back
dirty
together? You
hookup. I'm
never.
joking.
Yeah. Are we gonna
Yeah.
get back together? I don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
But I'm not working on myself so I
I've
can.
never when you say work on yourself, I feel like that's such a cliche like thing to say. Like people can like that could be like somewhat toxic. If someone said to me, "I need to work on myself," like I would be not hurt, but like disrespected a little bit because like
No, no, no.
it's a pretty
It
broad
wasn't.
thing
It
to
wasn't
say.
like that. She didn't tell me I need to work on herself. It was just like a mutual kind
True.
of thing.
Yeah, you just
Like
came to
she
that
wanted to work
conclusion
on.
in your
She needed to
brain.
work on her things because she was doing her stuff, and I needed to work on my stuff. It's just kind of like that. But no, I mean like you can't expect to work on.
Some it just won't work out. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't expect to just try and do things so you look better in the other person's eyes. You just gotta do your thing and not give a fuck, man. You just gotta go do your thing. Work on you for
That's fair.
you,
That's
not
fair.
for another person, bro.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
You want me to tell you? I don't know. It's just popped in my head, but I had my like G road test right, like fucking a week ago or whatever. I don't think I told
Okay.
you the story. I told Logan the story. I think it'd be funny for the podcast. And I wrote my test one before,
Yeah.
and it was like a shit show. The guy I had, biggest asshole of all of my fucking life. I fucking hated him. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to do this again. This is gonna be fucking bullshit. Like, fuck this. So fucking annoying. And like, I go on the website, right, for the place, um, whatever the fucking business is called,
Yep.
and I see this guy's name popping up again and again. People talking fucking mad shit about him. It's actually content. If you go on the Google reviews for there, and if you've ever gone there, it's fucking content. And so I go back again, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck me. I hope I have like a fucking normal person. It's not a fucking asshole. I was really stressing about it. And then I go there, I have this one guy. I'm like, hey, man, how you doing? And I'm like, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm good. You're my last person of the day, so I'm really happy I get to go home after this. I'm like, hell yeah, they'll get this done quick. And I do my test. Everything's fucking perfect. Mind you, I did not study or practice at all driving, like ever
Yeah.
since my last test. Fucking perfect. And so I pretty much just like fucking aced it, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely slapped it. And like last time in the car with the other guy, like he has like a whole fucking speech prepared for like if you don't pass, right?
Yeah.
This guy, as soon as I'm done, he's like, "Hey man, you should check out your car." And I'm like, because I told him the transmission is like shit in my car because like it's
Yeah.
a Ford Focus, so
Yeah.
it's dog shit regardless.
Mhm.
And he pretty much just said, "Yeah, check out your transition." And he's like, "Yeah, congratulations, you passed." Literally 30 seconds, he's out of my car and he's walking home. He's like walking to like the back in the building to go home. I'm like, that was awesome, man. I was so like worked up over nothing, and I was just had like the biggest smile on because like that shit like annoys the fuck out of me and it
Oh,
pisses me
when
off.
someone makes it seem like it's like bigger
Yeah,
than
like
what it is.
yeah, and the one guy that I had before, like pretty much just scammed me $100 for no reason. Like the test was $100.
Yeah. You know what's
And the waiting
actually
is like 4 months, 5 months if you're lucky.
you know what's actually really weird. I'm not
Mm,
gonna mention the places, for reasons, but
yeah.
I've had people tell me that they've went for their test and they passed, but
Hmm.
at the end of the test they're like, "Hey, you did a really good job, but we're only allowed to pass a certain amount of people,
Yeah, they have
so
a
we're gonna
like a
have to
quota
fail you."
on failing
Yeah,
people.
isn't that
Yeah,
that?
it's fucking ridiculous.
But then you have to pay an extra fee the next time.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? They have a complete monopoly over it. The government completely gave it over.
I
Gave
know.
over the whole driving thing. It's all private now. It's just a fucking scam.
Yeah, it's fucked.
And the best part is there's like no accurate way to like measure like how effective they are or not because they're the only fucking thing in Canada. And also you can't compare Canadian driving to American driving
Oh,
because
not at
they're
all.
fucking crazy. And I mean, we literally have nothing going on here. So driving here is pretty much like I could be sleeping behind the wheel. And I'm not hitting anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like I'm driving in like downtown LA and there's fucking 3 hour traffic or whatever, right?
Yeah, especially in
It's a completely different story.
Toronto and everything like that is a
Yeah, Toronto's
way
probably
different
pretty
story.
bad.
Oh, it is. It's pretty bad. Toronto's a fucking it's a shit show there. Traffic
Yeah.
is a shit show, especially when
Oh yeah.
you get the
But I
like
mean,
that
in our general area, yeah,
five
our
o'clock,
general
6 o'clock
area,
peak after work and stuff.
yeah, our general area where we're driving, it's not a fucking problem. But yeah, I did see a lot of comments about that on the review. But holy fuck,
People did tell
I
you
got
that too.
no, I saw it on the reviews, but I've heard of it also, but I knew of it before, but I saw it on the thing. It's just like
That
this
actually
fucking dick
happened to
failed me for no
Mitch.
reason.
Yeah, it happened to
That's
Mitch.
crazy.
I mean,
Fucking
it's Mitch, but
insane. Yeah,
at the same time,
he's
still.
just fucking fatso. Just kidding.
That's funny. Um, yeah, I don't agree with that at all, man. If you pass, you
Oh, it's
pass.
ridiculous.
Like, why would you? Especially because like right now, and this time
Oh,
too, like
Fucking
trying to like fucking book a test and everything is so you get the book so far in advance too. Like imagine having to like imagine you have like you book a test like 6 months in advance, right?
yeah, and it just gets
And then you
canceled.
you yeah you go do your test and you're like, hey, you passed, but no.
Oh yeah, well
And then
yeah,
you have
that's
to
it.
like you have to go redo the test like months later.
Yeah, or you're like a actual person that like needs to take the test and pass it for like a job in wherever, or like you
Mhm.
actually need it to survive. Like if I don't have my
Mhm.
license, like I'll be able to survive. Like I'll be fine.
Because you have other
Yeah,
ways of
exactly.
making
I'm
money.
fortunate enough. Well, not even that, but like I have other ways to get from destination to destination,
Yeah,
right? I have
yeah,
people in my life.
yeah.
Some people don't have that luxury,
Oh
and
no.
another thing is like $100 for me is, I mean, it's a fucking $100, but I can afford $100. Some people are in the spot where they're like, fuck that, I can't afford $100.
Yeah, some people, that $100 that could be a make or break of their
Yeah,
bills or
that's your
some shit.
fucking,
Yeah,
yeah, that's your rent, that's your food. It's not
yeah.
my
You
rent,
might.
it's not my food. I'm fine,
Mhm.
thankfully.
I completely agree, man.
Yeah,
It's definitely a
it's
whole
fucking
different
bullshit.
story.
And they're fucking over people in a pandemic, man. Especially now, just in general, people are suffering like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are questionable in this pandemic. Like, what's really shitty is this whole convoy thing going on with in
The
go.
truckers,
Yeah.
or
Well, I mean, look at the stores now. Look at the grocery
yeah, yeah,
stores.
yeah, yeah. Can't get a lot of shit, yeah.
Like,
Especially
go and try
like
and buy chicken
inflation.
breasts.
Yeah, no, it's just turning a fucking Joe Rogan podcast. Fucking super political.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I agree or disagree, but at the end of the day, with my opinion, I do think, like, obviously I'm fucking vaccinated, right?
Yeah, me
But
too. Triple.
I'm not gonna push a vaccine on anybody, but I'm also not gonna tell people not to get it. Like, I think everyone has their own opinion, own rights. Do whatever the hell you want. Would I think it'd be easier if everyone got it? Yes, obviously, you know, but that's obviously not going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get too far into that
Yeah.
because it is a
He's
very
super political. I
shitty
had a
topic to get into now
yeah.
because, you know,
And I mean everyone gets butthurt, everyone has their own opinions, whether it's right or wrong, whatever. I was talking to a guy about it and I straight up fucking disrespected him right in front of his face and I didn't know like his opinion because I said my opinion, he said his, right? And he's like no, and like I'm like, oh, you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like in the end nobody wins. Like you think what you think, I think what I think. Like I don't care.
that's why I just try to not.
Oh, I never talk about politics anywhere
I will only talk about it
or
if I
touchy
hear the
stuff. I won't say
person's
politics.
opinion first. But if I know my opinion is completely opposite of theirs, I would probably just not say it because I don't. There's no point
Yeah,
of
you don't
getting a
want to get into the
confrontation about
conflict
that
for no
shit. Yeah,
reason. Yeah, some people are so stubborn. Like a couple people. I won't shout anybody out, but yeah,
yeah, yeah. We don't need
just
to.
how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, especially going on like Instagram and stuff.
Oh, people are so dumb too. To start off, just to add that in there, like people are dumb.
Yeah, you got a lot of people putting in an opinion when they don't do any research or anything on
Yeah,
anything. That doesn't even have
it's
to be.
yeah,
That's not even like COVID related or
yeah.
vaccine
That's just
related or
in
anything. That's
general,
about
but it's just
anything.
amplified. It's just worse.
Yeah, like just yeah, just about anything, man. Just it's some people aren't made to have those conversations with.
Yeah, you know.
Like
I agree, man.
like I can't, especially like the people that I one of the like the people that I hate to have the conversations with the most are the people that only listen to the news.
Yeah, I
Those
know.
people,
I do.
you cannot have a conversation with them, man, because dude, are some things in the news true? Of course, but
Bro, we're going out a bad rabbit hole. But it's
I
okay.
just think some things are a little either exaggerated
Yeah.
or
I mean, you can't believe everything you see, and
hmm
I mean,
they only want you to see what they want you to see. If that makes sense.
that's why I don't really get my information from the news. I kind of get it from word of mouth or like people in general. You know what I mean? Like a non-biased kind of place or
Well,
whatever, right?
if I see something and I'm curious about it, I'll go and do my research on it. And
Yeah.
I'm not going on fucking Reddit or any of these, I mean, like
The crazy fucking
where it's just
website,
like
yeah.
one
Or
person's
Warzone.
opinion or like an opinion. I'm doing research to see facts. And I'm not going to like these fucking um what is it? Ge- Gematria or whatever, those people or anything like
I
those
have no
people
idea
like
what
the
that is.
numbers and all that. Like I'm not going into that. I'm just looking at like facts, like studied facts or like, something set in stone, like with proof. Um, you know,
Mhm.
but yeah, obviously we can't talk too much about
Yeah.
that.
Especially on where we are
Yeah.
on Twitch. And what's it called? I just try not to even like consume my time with that in the day because that's a lot of wasted time. Because like, I mean, you might know some current events, but like you're not really helping anybody or doing anything, right? It's kind of just a
Mhm.
waste of your time.
Yep. 100%, man.
I like to divvy up my time in responsible ways. I like to say.
Do you see that thing they're talking about? They've been talking about this for actually a while about the work weeks, but they're trying to get the work weeks to be shortened to 4 days
Really? Instead of like
instead
nine
of
to five or
five. But
whatever.
I think it's like uh,
5, yeah.
10-hour shifts, but you work.
Well, that's like the same thing. It's the same thing before, just
Well, I mean, you work the 4 days, 10 hours. That's 40 hours, right?
yeah,
Some people only work the eight and a halves or eights
just
or seven and a
compressed
halves.
kind of.
But yeah, same thing. I seen a thing about that for a while too with the school weeks. People wanted just the
Really?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I mean,
I mean, nothing gets done on Friday fucking anyways, anywhere pretty much. I mean, that sure some places, but not in
Fridays
fucking
are
high
always
school or
like
whatever.
quizzes and stuff like that. Like I don't know. When I was in school, I didn't really ever do much on a Friday, anyways.
Yeah. Well, high school, 100%. College is probably different.
Well, my college
Definitely
program
different.
was a little. It wasn't very heavy.
Yeah.
Mine
Well,
was
some
more
people might not
like,
even have class on Fridays. I don't have class on Fridays right now.
yeah, like my program was more like you have these assignments to do. They give you pretty much 75, 80% of the assignments at the beginning. Do these. I'll put in a few of these throughout the semester. Then obviously you have your quizzes and your
I don't
tests.
agree
But
with that.
yeah, I mean,
Because you're kind of just doing the chores. You're not really kind of learning anything. Like
well,
I
that
mean, the people
was
that want to learn will learn, right?
yeah.
But you're
I
kind of
think what they were
just
trying to get people to do was they were kind of try and get them to like kind of read ahead, that kind of thing. They want people that do it on their own, kind of thing.
hmm
But yeah, I don't know. There's I also think with education there should also be some more things that are taught.
Oh well, yeah,
Like cuz
100%.
there's a lot of things that we were taught
Yeah.
that were
I mean, I'm the biggest
never.
advocate. I probably preach this a lot and probably gets annoying, you and Logan hearing it, but I teach myself literally everything. If I want to learn it, I teach myself it.
Mhm.
And like I'm a big advocate for teaching yourself stuff, right?
Me
Because you're
too.
not gonna learn anything anywhere.
Me too.
Like I taught
Like,
myself how to, you know what I mean? Like bring it video game related. I taught myself how to edit somewhat. If you saw my video,
well, that
right?
was one thing too, right? Me at editing.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
You're taught that
I took
too.
that very seriously. And I went from what it take me like 5 months, 6 months to actually become like a
Yeah,
pretty
it's gonna
good
be good. Yeah.
editor. And I had for a while I had some clients. I had some, some decent names, but I mean, I ran into some situations financially
Yeah, for
and I
sure.
had to stop and then obviously, some other life situations that got in the way. But that is definitely something I want to
Get back into,
get
right?
back into, man. It was awesome, bro. Just seeing like I don't know. I'm a very
The
big
progress
person.
and also the
Art,
yeah, the views.
art, man.
Like
I'm a
art.
big person on art. Yeah, I think it's a form of art.
Oh yeah, I think it's a form of art too. Like some of these editors are fucking nasty, man.
You can make
Some of the
so many
envious.
of your creative ideas come into life with that kind of shit.
For sure. For sure.
Did I see some tutorials from here to there to get a little, of course, but mainly everything I did was self-taught, and it was awesome. But like, I don't know. I just think they should teach more of that stuff younger. Like,
Yeah.
like
It's a
I don't know. I just
passion and
don't
skills
think.
instead of useless stuff.
Yeah, like I don't think like finance. Like I think they should teach you
Yeah.
more about like how to sustain your money and how to use your money, how to save your money, how to invest, how to
Of course, man.
how to taxes, all this.
hmm
Like,
I mean, it's a little bit of a conspiracy thing, but I personally think, and it's a probably a general rule of thumb, some people, but school doesn't really kind of make people that are like
successful.
entrepreneurs or successful, right? But like it creates workers. Like it's designed for you to come out and you to work a certain job and to be a robot, kind of, to a certain degree.
Well, yeah. No,
Just like
I
that
do
kind
agree
of.
with that. I do agree with that too, because obviously if it wasn't that way, the world wouldn't,
Yeah, it's good. It's got to be like
everyone
that because
has.
you'll have the majority of people that like that's how they're wired and that's what their lives are gonna be, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's what it's
You
got to
got to
be.
have people work certain jobs for the
Yeah,
world to go around.
and
And
that's
that's just the way
perfectly
it
fine.
is.
It's respectable. Some of these jobs people work. Like
But
being a fucking trucker right now. Holy
oh,
fuck, that would be a hard job, man. Especially in
yeah.
COVID.
Mhm. No, but like I wasn't meaning like when I was talking about like the finance and stuff. I wasn't meaning like I wasn't meaning like you should go like they teach you to like you have to do this, you have to do that. Kind of, but like kind of get like the basis of like
Yeah, like the basics of life, kind of. You know what I
basics of
mean?
life and how to. Because
Yeah, do
when you
these
hit that age,
adult things.
yeah, when you hit that age of an adult, some people aren't fortunate enough to have those
Guidance is
yeah
like
the
I
people
have,
that
and
guide you
yeah,
to like
yeah,
pay
for sure.
taxes and so you don't understand. You just get it. You see a paper in front of you and you're like, what the fuck's
Yeah,
all this mean?
for sure, man.
Like I think that should be like kind of like one of those classes that you can pick, like
I
the
think in the
electives.
next 10 to 15 years, that's gonna be very fucking popular. That's gonna be what's up.
Well, there was actually a really interesting article I read the other day um, about LeBron. He signed a deal because they changed the Lakers stadium to the Crypto.com arena, and he
hmm
signed a deal with crypto. And as you know, well, you may know, but he has his own school called I Promise in Cleveland, Ohio, I
Yeah,
believe,
okay.
Akron.
Yeah,
And
Jordan's got like the
he's
same thing, right?
yeah, and he was the deal actually is part of the deal is him actually adding those classes I was talking about.
Oh, okay, like finance and crypto, kind of.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know how I feel. But the like teaching kids about crypto,
It's
that's a
it's
dangerous
very,
game
yeah, yeah.
because that could just set a little mindset in their mind like as
I think
oh
yeah.
I'm gonna get rich off crypto, but really that's a that's a risky game to be into, man. You gotta do
I'm
your
personally,
research, man.
I'm not bullish on crypto at all. I've never been bullish on crypto. I've seen all the gains and upsides of crypto and all the negatives, and I'm still not bullish on it. Like when fucking Bitcoin was like 150 bucks in 2015, like fuck that shit. Shit's fucking risky.
It is risky because you don't
It's
never
it's
know.
in its in if it's in its infancy so much. Not many people kind of know what's going on.
Well, it's like
You
it's
can't really
gambling,
understand
right?
it all
It's
together.
gambling.
Yeah,
You're
to a degree.
gambling your money. You
I mean, I
either
would, yeah. If you're talking about the shitty, like, I would call them pump and dumps, shitty
the shit
cryptos,
coins,
the
shit
shit
tokens,
coins.
and all those.
That's gambling, 100% gambling. But I'm talking about like a long position on Bitcoin. Like, I don't think you could really go wrong there.
No,
I think it'd be fine.
no, I don't think so. But no, but like I don't know, like they're definitely gonna have to have like a very good education there for that kind of topic,
Yeah. I think
because
that shit's better to be left to. I think the adult finances should definitely be taught, but like I don't think they should be learning how to fucking day trade on in their fucking grade fourth fucking calculus class or whatever the fuck
see,
they're gonna be doing.
I can't remember if I promise is like a grade school or a high school, but I think I don't. I'm not gonna quote this because I don't know if this was correct or not. But I think along in that article was about NFTs as well. I'm
Yeah,
not
NFTs are
positive on that, but I think maybe I read that. But if that's the case, that's also another risky
shady.
thing.
I love NFTs, but I don't. I think it's super volatile. Something I went in touch with a 10-foot pole if you, unless you know a lot and you're kind of like a pro, right?
Oh, you have to know. You have to know like right down to the T what you're doing with those, because that is another dangerous game right there.
Yeah.
But it also is. There's a lot of potential there.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Excuse me. There's a lot you can do with NFTs, but
I mean, their upside's like fucking insane. Like some of them go for like $200 one day, and then they're fucking worth your house the next day. So it's really fucking weird.
yeah, like
And a
a
lot of
family
it is kind
member
of
of
like a
mine.
monopoly kind of bullshit.
Yeah, a family member of mine actually has a few, and he makes some pretty not like crazy passive income, but some decent passive income. You know, where it's like almost like having a second job, which is that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
If you can find something like if you
Good
can
Gary
find
Vee the shitty out of it.
yeah, if you can find something that makes you passive income while you're sleeping or anything like that, fucking go for it, man. But you just got to know what you're doing. You got to be careful. You got to know the risks and the pros and the cons. You got to know what you're doing. You can't just go into there saying, "Oh, you know, I see people making so much money off this shit. I'm just going to do this." Like you got to know like
Gotta
uh,
know what's up.
yeah, like there's a NFT project I've been looking into the last 3 weeks.
Okay.
I've been looking into NFTs for a while now because I usually stay late at work for about an hour and a
Mhm.
half, some days a week. So I just kind of like watch videos
On whatever.
on
Yeah.
NFTs because I wanted to learn about it because you know it's interesting. I like art, and that's another thing is NFTs. Right? There's
Art.
a lot of art involved in it, and there's just one specific project. Um, I'm not gonna mention the name of it because I don't want to push a project on anybody because I don't think I should tell anybody to buy a project because
For sure.
I think it's something you should want to feel invested in. You should like. You should want to, you know, something you should like, not
I
something
understand it.
you shouldn't be like a follower when it comes to it, right? But yeah, and it's
Give me one
something.
second. Hold that thought. I need to go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
So I'll be right back, man.
Hmm.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's going on?
You know, just chilling.
Just chilling, just chilling. You're talking about NFTs.
But yeah, what I was talking about is I'm getting involved in this one. It's a lot of cool perks to it that I'm looking forward to, and it's something that it involves a person I've been a fan of, a big supporter of since I've been grade 9,
hmm
probably a good 7, 8 years. So it's something I'm very excited for,
And
and
what is it?
it's a rapper. He kind of did his own NFT, and it's kind of like it's actually fairly cheap. It's going for the pre-sale is going on actually a few days in beginning of February, I believe, and it's only going for like 0.03 ETH. I think it's like what would that be, like 30, $40,
Um,
maybe 60.
I wouldn't know off the top of my head.
But yeah, I'm gonna buy a few of those because you can't go wrong. Like I said, it's something I'm invested in, and I'm very excited for, and I think it has a lot of potential. And I'm not looking to do it as like a pump and dump kind of thing, and I'm kind of doing it as like a long term thing. So I think I'm gonna buy a little bit of it in bulk. I don't know, I'm very excited
I
for it.
was looking for my fucking other phone because I want to show the stream, but it's somewhere else. But I actually own um Picoin. I own 17 Picoin, and right now it's worth about 0.00 something USD, right?
Hmm.
But apparently it's projected to be worth around 70 US dollars in 2024. So, yeah, I thought that was a fucking good coin and it was free to get because it was the whole kind of idea of how it worked is it was like kind of like an inner circle of buddies at like Stanford that came up with the idea of the coin and like the monetary value of it, and your phone kind of like farms it, and there's only a certain amount like Bitcoin that your phone can farm or
Hmm.
like that are out there in existence, and that's kind of what builds the value around it. But like the coins give you like not access, but like you kind of like a not a VIP, but like you know what I mean. Like you can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
certain
yeah.
things. You join like I think they have like blogs, they have news stuff, they have whatever, and like
Yeah, it
eventually
gets you
they'll
involved.
yeah for sure it builds like a community around it,
Yeah.
right? And apparently it's really big in India right now. So I mean I got
I
fucking 17 or 20 of them, whatever that is, and I think that was a fucking great thing because like
I
who
can't
knows,
remember.
maybe one day
I feel like I've heard about it.
Picoin.
Yeah, I feel like I have, cause I do a lot of like one of the first things I do when I wake up is I look well first I look at my emails.
hmm
I look at OpenSeas, and then I look on what is it? What app is it? Um, Coinbase and Binance. I always look on Coinbase and Binance and kind of surf through, kind of looking at everything.
hmm I mean I got it because I heard about it before. It was when it was in beta. It was I'm a pioneer of it actually, and that's what it's called.
Mm,
But another thing is the amount like you can generate per hour, like because it runs off like the CPU in your phone, right? Is like limited as more and more get farmed. So it's like a graph that goes down, right? So like
yeah,
eventually, when all of them are farmed, it'll hit zero. That's pretty much how it goes. But like after like 50,000 people join the site, it like cuts in like a quarter, right? It goes down and then it goes like whatever, farming. Like it just keeps going down and down and down until it hits zero until it's all gone. So I think that's really cool because it's not everywhere. Like eventually it'll be all gone.
that is cool.
And it's attached to my I mean it's on the blockchain, but it's attached to my email, so I will have it for fucking ever.
Yeah.
No one can take it from me. It's another good thing about it. But I in general I don't really like coins and stuff like that.
Yeah, like
Like, I think it's really shady and really shitty.
I
They had
was
like hard stuff.
I invested in Doge before it had its little surge, and I
Yeah,
um
or Elon
thankfully
shit on it.
thankfully made a little bit off it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Who knows? You could have maybe been up extremely. I haven't looked at it,
So
but
it you can I was seeing that too, that you mentioned that it mines off your CPU and your phone. A lot of people are
yeah,
doing that with their CPUs and their computer too.
yeah.
I don't know
And
how
that's, I mean, it's eventually gonna turn your PC to shit, but
yeah.
yeah, it definitely can work. But I mean, it's only worth if you do it in bulk. I've seen a lot of like videos and like pictures where people in very cold provinces and states they use the amount of heat that all these GPUs are I think they're called APUs. That how much like heat they generate and
Yeah,
it, that like goes there that like warms up their whole house, right?
yeah. Like there's a
So that's
guy
fucking pretty smart.
one of my buddies talked to me about, and I don't know how deep he read into it, but he was talking about how this guy was making, I think it was just like $100 a day or something off mining his I think it was his graphics card actually. He had like a 3080 or something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, $100 is $100.
$100 is $100. I mean, eventually, how many? You made $100 a day, you said?
Yeah,
Okay, well, in fucking 2 weeks, you'll probably fucking make your
buy a
money
new one.
off of that GPU. Yeah.
Yeah, like Jordan, for instance, he was talking about it. He's like,
It
yeah,
was Jordan doing it.
Jordan was thinking about doing it. He's like, I can make, um, I think he was saying he can make $40 off his a day. He has a
I don't know if it's that good, but
he
I
has
mean,
a 2070 Super. I mean, I don't
I
know.
don't know if the rates are that good, but I mean, I believe that you could actually make money off it like over time. It probably would add up like over time, right?
Yeah, I
But I
mean,
don't
I
think it
don't
would
know
be
how
so
accurate that
OP.
number is.
Yeah,
I'm just taking his word, what he said.
I
I
think I think it's kind of not troll, but like if you have one, fucking do it. Why not?
I
But I
just
think it's
feel
kind of
like
troll if it's your gaming PC or your setup and you're doing that. But like if you have like fucking a farm, like you're gonna make tons of profit. The more you have, the better.
yeah, I do agree with you. Hang on. Uh, excuse me. I do agree with you about the rates. Like, if the rates were that good, why wouldn't everybody be doing it? Because
Yeah, there's
realistically, that's
obviously
another
not.
like even $40 a day, man. That's an extra
Dude,
twelve
that's a
hundred a
fucking lot of
month.
money. Dude,
Yeah,
$40 a day
it's like
times that by
12
365.
four,
Fuck
four
me.
we'll just do 1200 times 12.
It comes out to fucking 4,000, 14,600. That's a lot of money. That's a fucking nice car
Mhm.
for your GPU. I mean, you got to pay for the power and the probably maintenance and also, I mean, the heat in the wintertime is probably nice, but I mean, you don't want to have hot GPUs in the middle of fucking August or
Yeah.
July or whatever.
Another expensive thing is with the NFTs is the fucking gas fees right now. Like gas fees are like they can range from like $40 to $60, man. And honestly, the
You
best
mean
time
like natural gas? Like, what are you talking about? Gas fees? Like,
gas fees is like the
gas bill?
transaction fees of like Ethereum and
Oh,
stuff.
that's what they call it?
Yeah, it's gas fees.
I
So
didn't know.
like you buy like Ethereum or like buy an NFT, it would be like $60 in fucking fees. Like it's ridiculous.
And I've heard that like the original author or the original person that has it could sell it for like an equity. So like every time it gets traded, they make like 2% on that trade.
Oof, that would be nice, man.
I heard that because I heard Gary Vee talking about that.
That guy is very, very invested in that shit.
Yeah, and that he's smart, but it's also kind of an asshole thing he did. But I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah, I like I do agree he is very smart, but I think
So smart, but yeah,
he has a very big platform, and I feel like with something as risky as what they are, I don't think he should be pushing as much as he is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know, it's just like I said. It's like me going and promoting gambling. I can't do that.
Mhm. I mean, and he's not like a accredited fucking. He's not like an accredited like finance person. Like you can't actually take his financial advice. I mean, you could take it serious, but you can't like.
We don't
He's
know
not
what
like
he
regulated.
started with or anything like that. Like what works for one person, you
Well,
can't
no,
work
I
for
mean he uses
everybody.
this huge. He obviously uses this huge platform to heighten his fucking financial gains and then turn that into
Oh,
more
100%.
financial profit. Because that's just how the game is, especially when you're an influencer in a finance space for whatever reason.
Well, off the rip, I mean, the rich people are obviously going to get richer off NFTs.
Yeah, especially if they're famous. It
Mhm.
helps too.
Yeah. Like the value of the fucking person's NFT automatically goes up.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I wouldn't even. I don't know about you. I mean,
Okay.
I'm
You
sure.
should be good.
Noise. So yeah, I don't remember what the last thing I said that you heard. What was the last thing I said?
You were just talking about like rich people and NFTs.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't touch their shit with a 10-foot pole. And the thing about NFTs is like it's kind of like the idea, like best case scenario for people when they buy an NFT is like they're gonna like overnight wake up and they're gonna be fucking mega rich, right?
Yeah, it's the idea
Which I
that
think is
people
like the
are.
opposite. I think it's the opposite of investing how it should be. Like it's kind of like in that in itself is like sus.
Could it happen? Of course.
Oh yeah, it definitely does happen. Probably happens every day, but still, I mean, that's 99% of the time. The other percent people get fucked.
Hmm. You can't expect to just
Especially when
go
people are
into
mad at
something and
Gary.
wake up rich the next morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I
That's
said, you
not
gotta
the
be.
idea of it.
Yeah, you can't.
There definitely are some scenarios though.
Like I said, if that was the case, everyone would be doing it.
Yeah, for real. I mean, there's definitely some smart people that catch on some stuff and then they
Oh
get
yeah,
lucky
those
or they
people.
have some good knowledge or maybe some insider shit. You never know. You
Oh
never
yeah,
know. Some insider.
yeah. A lot of people do like that's those are the people who do like all the research and shit, right? People
Yeah, all
spend
the
hours
TA
and
and stuff.
hours studying the fucking, you know.
Yeah. I actually have a good story and it's kind of like an investing type kind of story and I was like not proud of myself, but I think it was pretty good because I like did my research. I had used all my own money. I did what I did, right?
Yeah,
And I did I thought it was the right idea and I did it at the right time and I fucking you know what I mean, put in my own hard-earned money and I fucking doubled that shit in a month. And then you know what I mean? It's like the best feeling ever. You just make something out of nothing and then you know what I mean? You
yeah.
just take that and you go into your next thing and that's like what got me addicted to that whole idea, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's not if you
Especially during COVID.
yeah, 100.
COVID's like
Well,
the opportunity time of a lifetime.
that's probably. I mean, COVID's probably the best time to do the research because that's when the market starts fluctuating a lot, right?
Yeah, you're winning. It's not chillax.
No, everything's always fluctuating right now.
Yeah,
You never know. You could wake up tomorrow and one of the stocks you're invested in could go down 40%. You know,
yeah.
like some.
I lost a couple $1,000s and I wake up and I lost a couple $1,000s. You know,
Yep. You never
you
know, man.
never fucking sell. Never fucking sell.
Nope. Because that's when a
Not
lot of
too low.
people. That's when a lot of people are gonna start buying again.
Yeah, for sure. You buy the dip. It's
Mhm.
all human psychology too. It's not like
Yeah.
a crazy statistical math thing. I mean, it definitely can be if you
You
go down into
just.
fundamentals,
You
but
just gotta. you gotta hold, you gotta be patient, and then you sell when you feel it's you're comfortable and you're confident that that's the amount that will help you in whatever it may be.
Yeah, for sure. There's never a bad time to get into it. There's never, you know what I mean? Because you never know.
Oh,
Exactly what you
there's
were
always
saying.
gonna be something new coming out, something new blowing up, and whatever, and something new in the stock market or NFTs that are gonna be happening.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but like I am so the other side than NFTs. I
Like
just
you
don't
don't.
believe in it that well. Don't believe in it that much compared to like something that's actually tangible, like something that will have monetary value, like in a couple of years,
Oh
or
yeah,
even my
yeah.
kids will have it and they'll be fucking good with that. Like me buying a picture of a fucking monkey smoking a cigar. Like I don't think my fucking grandkids are gonna do much with that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I honestly believe that
I think it's kind of a wave right now, right?
it's a huge wave, huge wave. There's gonna be a huge dip.
Yeah, they're gonna get shit on. It's definitely gonna be like someone's gonna make a fucking Wolf of Wall Street scandal movie on this shit.
Mhm. Oh, dude, this is gonna be huge, and like when this is all said
Next
and
10
done,
years.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do agree. This is a wave. Like I said, it does have potential,
Yeah.
but you never know.
Never fucking know, man.
Like I said, at the end of the day, you might not. That's the thing. People don't realize it's still a gamble because just because you're not losing your money right away,
Yeah, yeah.
you could. You never know. You could hold for fucking 6 months, and then the next day you wake up, it's all gone.
Mhm.
You never fucking know, man. Just because you don't lose all your money at once, and you never know. That's
For sure.
one thing people don't realize.
Your life can go in a fucking flash.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called though? It just popped in my head randomly. I'm like, we should do podcasts like twice a week, and then like one day we'll have like it'll be like just me and you, or it could be me and someone else.
I
But
want
then
to
we'll
get
have like a
gas.
different day, yeah, a different day dedicated to a guest. So you have a guest on.
Mm-hmm. I
And obviously not like right now, but like in the future we should
yeah.
get guests like we should be like, hey man, can you come on our fucking podcast for fucking 10 minutes? We get like somebody like say they have like fucking 10K followers or fucking 40K followers, whatever. Somebody like and then we just talk to them about like their kind of life and stuff. Keep it like short and simple kind
Yeah.
of.
I
Like
honestly I think we should I actually
no
think we
one
should
but our
cut it right
friends are
now.
going to. All right, I'm down.
I mean,
Sure.
you'd be surprised how long we've been doing this for already.
How long's it been?
Hour and 23. Hour and 24 now.
That's pretty good, I'm
Yeah,
not
it's a
gonna
pretty
lie.
good one.
It hasn't felt that long.
No, it hasn't. I honestly felt like probably like 35, 40 minutes. But yeah, I think we should cut it here.
Sure.
Um,
Upload it. Throw it on.
yeah, I appreciate you guys' time.
Thanks for watching if you watched.
Yeah,
If you're sticking through.
if you guys watch, I appreciate it, man. Doesn't matter if you drop a like or whatever.
Anything.
Well, if you guys want to watch the next one, like I said, we'll figure out a name of
Follow our
this.
Twitters.
Yeah,
Yeah, leave a if you are watching right now, leave a comment on a fucking a name or something.
yeah, for
'Cause I think
sure.
the podcast have the best longevity on a fucking on YouTube. So it
Mhm.
stands the test of time on there and like Twitch.
Yeah. And hey, if you guys do have some insightful things you want to say or some
Or
topics
a
you want to talk
question.
about or questions, you can
Yeah.
drop some questions down in the comment section, or even if you want to be a guest, you want to come
Yeah.
on,
We'll
fuck it,
take
man.
fucking anybody. You could be a
Yeah.
fucking hobo.
Yeah, you can be an aquatic engineer. We don't give a fuck,
Yeah,
you know.
for real.
Anyways, you guys take care. Or we'll get some going next few days.
Yeah, have a good night.
See you, boys.
See ya.